Every night, no matter the weather, something walks down our street. Rain, wind, complete silence. It doesn't matter. It still comes. And as it walks, it whistles. You can only hear it if you're in the living room or the kitchen, and it always starts at exactly 3:03 a.m. At first, the sound is faint, somewhere near the start of the lane by the Carson house. Then slowly it gets closer, passing by our house and then fading away toward the cul-de-sac. When I was younger, my sister Nola and I used to sneak into the kitchen at night just to listen. Our parents hated that. We'd get in serious trouble if they caught us. But even then, they were never too harsh on us, because we always followed the one big rule. Never try to look at whatever is whistling. My neighborhood is strange. I've lived here since I was 6, and honestly, I love it. The houses are small, but clean. The yards are big enough to play in, and there are lots of kids my age. I turned 13 last October. We all grew up together, playing in the cul-de-sac, running from backyard to backyard in the summer. It's a good place to grow up. At least, it would be if it wasn't for two things. The first is the whistling. The second is the luck. The whistling never really bothered me. I couldn't even hear it from my bedroom, but my parents, they hate talking about it, especially my dad. He's usually calm, strong, quiet, but the moment the whistler comes up, his voice changes. He talks faster, his eyes move more, and he always reminds us, don't think about it, and don't ever look outside. Not that we could even try. Every window in our house has thick canvas shutters with locks on them. Every single night, my dad closes them and locks them, then keeps the key in his room. My mom is different. I've seen her sometimes sitting in the living room at 3:03, just listening. The tune is always the same, cheerful almost. Da-da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum. And then there's the second strange thing, the luck. Everyone in our neighborhood is incredibly lucky. It's hard to explain. Small things mostly. Winning contests, getting promotions, finding things you weren't even looking for. Gardens bloom brighter. The weather stays nice. Nothing bad really happens here. My mom calls it a million little blessings. And the biggest one? My sister, Nola. She was born very sick. Something wrong with her lungs. She couldn't even breathe on her own. We couldn't bring her home at first. She stayed in the hospital, attached to machines. She was so small, smaller than all the other babies. We moved to this neighborhood to be closer to the hospital, and the moment we did, she started getting better. Fast. Too fast. Even the doctors couldn't explain it. But we knew it was just another one of those blessings. But there's a catch. There's always a catch. For every small miracle here, there's a price. If you ever try to look at the whistler, your luck runs out. When we first moved in, a welcoming committee came to our house. They brought food, gifts, and a folder. Inside that folder were newspaper clippings, accidents, deaths, lives ruined overnight. They said, not everyone dies, but the light goes out of them. Years passed. We followed the rules, and life stayed good, until one night when everything changed. A new family moved in across the street. They had a son, Holden. He was a year younger than me. One night, he stayed over at our house, and from the moment his parents left, I knew something was wrong. "Do you know who's out there whistling every night?" he asked. I told him, "We don't talk about that." But he didn't care. He laughed, made jokes, called it fake. Then he said something that made my stomach drop. He had the key. He had taken the key from my dad's room. And before I could stop him, he went to the window. The whistling was already outside. I ran, faster than I ever had before. I grabbed Nola, turned her away from the window, and shut my eyes tight.